Okay, I'm rolling. Just tell me a little bit about the project and what y'all are doing in town.
So I think it was probably 5 months ago. I was distressed over the economy of the United States and the fact that so many people would travel outside of the United States and do tourism outside. And, we were having a lot of struggles with consumers and everything else. And so I was sitting at home and I thought, I want to do a travel show very much along the lines of Anthony Bourdain, but sort of centered on America and really centered on the South in the first cycle, to promote tourism in the United States and just to tell people what an amazing country it is that we actually live in. So I sat down and I started writing the show, and I called my agent and I said, so I wrote the show and I think it's really, really, really cool, and it'll promote the United States and show people what an amazing country that we live in, and I'm really passionate about it and I want to do it. And it's Anthony Bourdain meets Thelma and Louise and two girls traveling all around, and every cycle can be different girls or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all about the traveling experience and places that we go to. So I teamed up with a production company called Tricon, and we pitched it to the Scripps Network, a man by the name of Stephen Lerner, and we actually pitched it over dinner, and we got him quite drunk. And upon being drunk, he said yes. And here we are, doing 6 episodes, going from Kentucky to Tennessee to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and they said, all right, who do you want to do the first cycle with? And I said, well, why don't we grab Holly? And so for this 6 episodes, Holly and I are traveling around and just really meeting the people who live in these towns and exploring and seeing how great. I mean, right here in Clarksdale, my family is actually lives in Olive Branch and Wiggins and all throughout the Mississippi, and I'm from Memphis and spent a lot of time in Mississippi as a kid. So for me, it's coming back home, and in coming back home, I just want to show how great these places are, and that people need to see this. I mean, Mississippi, it's the Delta, it's the blues, it's where music started, and what Mississippi has given the world in the form of music is unbelievable, and people need to visit because this is where it started. So for this particular segment of the show, it is really trying to promote Clarksdale and Cleveland and all these places that people normally, not a lot of people would flock here, but they should. You've got the Delta Blues Museum, you've got Ground Zero, you have, Po Monkey's Place, which is amazing. You've got Reds, you've got the Shack Up Inn. There's just an array of things to see, and the people in Clarksdale are so nice and so gracious and so welcoming. And I'm just thrilled to actually be here and doing a show that is promoting the United States of America. It makes me very proud to be a part of, as you can see.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. We're glad you came.
Thank you.